Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. My name is NDIDI and I am a clinical psychologist at NDIDI. And on our YouTube channel, we talk about things that have to do with mental health, emotional well-being, and living a happy and fulfilling life. And if you know that you're interested in such subjects, like, subscribe, and share our channel with friends, with family members, with loved ones, and with strangers. On today's video, I will be talking about how to be a good friend. Now, as human beings, we're constantly looking for a sense of community, a sense of belonging, and connections with other people. And this is what friendships are. Friendships are one of the most important and valuable relationships that we build as human beings. They help us feel committed, they help us feel connected, they help us feel like we belong to something. Some people even say that friendships are really the family that you end up choosing whilst you're alive, not the ones you're born into. Now, when you have friends, your friends are your support system. When life is hard, when you feel lonely, when you feel sad, when you're looking for a place where you can express yourself and your feelings without judgment, without shame, looking for people that you can open up to and be vulnerable with, that's what your friends are for. People you can hang out with, people you can have shared experiences with, both good times and bad times. Those are what your friends are for. But it's very important that as you are looking at other people as your friend, you as a person are doing the job of being a good friend to them, so that way you can be able to reap the positive benefits of a healthy friendship. So now let's get into ways that you can be a good friend. One tip is speak kindly and gently and respectfully to your friends. Even if you're trying to hold them accountable for a bad behavior, you're trying to criticize something that they've done, it helps to be gentle, it helps to be respectful to them when you're speaking to them. The second is to support your friends. When they have new ventures and new ideas that they want to go towards, things they want to try out, urge them on and support them in any way that you can. It doesn't always have to be financial. You can just share their post on your story, refer them to clients who can work with them, or even give them words of encouragement. A third way you can be a good friend is to respect the differences that you and your friends share. We are all different individuals. Even our DNA is different. So the way we see life and the perspective we come from is very different. But this does not mean that we cannot exist together as a unit in spite of these differences. So your friends and you would definitely get to points where you disagree on some things and you see things differently. This does not mean that you then push them away or disrespect them, but rather welcome them and try to listen and understand their perspective, because that helps to broaden your world view. Another way you can be a good friend is to be a good listener. Not the type of friend where your friend is sharing their problems, or rather you're sharing your problems and your friend sits down and gives you their time and attention and focus and they listen to you. But then the moment they start talking, your attention is going somewhere else. You remember that you have a list of 5 different things that you need to do. Invest your time and attention into paying close attention and listening actively to the things that they're sharing with you. Be open and be vulnerable with your friends. This is what helps to build intimacy and build connection between people. You can't always expect other people to be open and vulnerable with you without you reciprocating the same thing. So whatever energy your friends are giving you in terms of vulnerability, reciprocate by being just as vulnerable with them. Invest time and effort into your friendships. Just the same way you'd give energy and effort to your romantic relationships, the same thing goes for your friendships, because it is a relationship in the end, and it requires work for it to grow. So put time into checking in on your friends, sending them messages, not just memes on Instagram, but having meaningful conversations with them to know, how are you really doing? How's family? How are you feeling about work? How are you feeling about school? How are you feeling about being in Nigeria? How are you dealing with all these trials and tribulations that come with adult life? Another thing you can do is to respect your friends' boundaries. If they set boundaries and limitations around things like their emotions, conversations they don't want to have, around family, around their space, it helps for you to respect them. Don't think that just because you're my best friend, it means that your boundaries are non-existent. No, they're your friend, but they are still individuals themselves. So respect their boundaries. And once you do that, it allows people the freedom to express themselves a lot more honestly. Don't shy away from having difficult conversations with your friends. When they hurt your feelings or they do things that you're not comfortable with, and you feel like it might be hard for you to bring it up to them, to talk to them about it, talk about it. Find a good time and a good place and space to speak honestly to them about what you think, about what might have happened or what is going on. This helps to create clarity in your friendship and for open and honest communication. And when you're able to have difficult conversations and come to a place of clarity, your friendship becomes a lot more intimate, becomes a lot more honest and a lot more true. Another thing you can do is to keep your promises and be a dependable and loyal person. If you know this person is your friend and you've made promises to them, I will show up for you here, I will do this for you, actually do the things that you say you're going to do. Follow through on the promises that you make so they know that they can rely on you and they can count on you. And our second to the last point is, when your friends hurt your feelings or you hurt theirs, be open to receiving their apologies and to forgiving them, and also be willing to say that you are sorry. If you're a person who in this time and age, you're still touting around that, I find it very difficult to say sorry, I don't say sorry to people, nay. That is not a healthy emotional behavior, and it doesn't help with your friendships, because sorry is not just for when you've done something wrong. Sorry is also a soothing balm for when a person has been hurt, even when you didn't intend to hurt them. So open up your heart to being vulnerable enough to take accountability for when you hurt your friends, and for times even when you didn't intend to, but then your actions came across as hurtful, to say that you are sorry. And then finally, include your friends into things. Don't just go off and do things on your own and then call your friend to tell them about it, or go on and do things with acquaintances or other people and then call your friend to tell your friend about it. Invite them over. If you're not able to invite them into spaces to hang out with other people, then organize events that all of you can go to together, or just you and your friend can go to. Things like friendship dates are very good and gives you a chance for you to get to know each other better. So you can decide to go on a date and do something that you enjoy, and then go on a date and do something that they enjoy. So that way you are broadening your experiences and deepening your friendship. I do hope that these tips have been very helpful, and I do hope that you're going to use these tips to help yourself be a better friend and maybe even have more friends. All right? Until the next video, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.